I asked him, I was like, how do you get the blood off? He's like, shaving cream and Dawn soap will be your best friend.
Godolphin University is an elite training, educational institution for superheroes in training. So for any young superheroes that want to reach the height of their potential in terms of marketing and franchising and all that stuff, that's what Godolphin University is. It's kind of like the Yale or the Harvard of superhero training. Where I come in is that I play Polarity, and I'm on the board of trustees of Godolphin University, and my son is one of the leading students at Godolphin University, and I'm trying to help elevate his stature and get his franchise up to the point where he can maybe join the 7.
Polarity is this big-time superhero who didn't quite make it to the 7, but he's up there. He's up there, and his name holds prestige, both in entertainment and in the practical superhero aspect. And Andre, he doesn't want anything to do with that. Like, he does, but he doesn't. He's in his father's shadow, but wants to step out of it. He doesn't want to use his name, but he kind of has to use his name. And he's quite a slacker. He's a charmer, he's a slacker, and he doesn't want any responsibility whatsoever.
Being a hero is not about glory. It's about sacrifice.
Welcome to Godolphin University. Hey! We've trained the best and brightest young heroes since 1965. Godolphin is a safe space for you to thrive.
I think Marie ultimately, she has moments where she has to decide, do I want to look like a hero or do I want to be a hero? And she's chosen following the rules in moments that have gotten her into some trouble with her friends, but I think that ultimately she's choosing to be a real hero and to do the right thing, even if it is at her own expense, even though she's wanted more than anything forever to be in the 7.
The thing that makes this campus kind of different from your regular one is the fact they're superheroes, and the nature of their superpowers means that it's a pretty volatile situation. It's a little bit like a superhuman zoo, because you have a constraint of this kind of academic system versus these kind of soft souls trying to find themselves.
The ranking system factors in all of these qualifications for all of the students and chooses like a top 10. And essentially the top 10 students are the ones that are positioned to represent a city or hopefully be in the 7. So it's supposed to be based off of your skills and also your social media. They say it's like a fair system, but like a lot of things in VOD, it's absolutely not, because then you get kind of famous and all of a sudden you're number 1.
You could be the first top-ranked freshman in history.
I think you meant to say first Black woman in the 7.
But you have a target on your back.
A few of us are going off campus. Let's have a good time.
I'm sexy, I'm free, and I feel vulgar.
I'm still drunk from last night.
Perfect, just take a sip, say Turbo Rush cures hangovers.
I wouldn't pour this on my if it cured cancer.
Gen V captures the debauchery and crazy student life. The play on Gen V is obviously Gen Z, and it's like we are the Gen Z in this world. They've done such a good job of just showing how absolutely insane it is to be a college student at any time, but especially now because everything is recorded, everything can go on social media. I think it's even more crazy to do something crazy now than it was 10 years ago.
It's been really easy sharing a character with Derek. When we first met, it was kind of like we both had similar thoughts. We both were open to talking about the character and open to each other's opinions. And I think with that, we just built this character from the ground up. We managed to just take on each other's personalities sometimes. It's been great having a partner like that.
We get to first meet Luke, Golden Boy. He is top of the rankings. He is number 1. He is the strongest. He's the best. He's the most capable to be part of the 7. And that's when we find out that Brink has actually been grooming him and has finally decided that he's ready for the 7, that he made it.
My character is Cate Dunlap, and she has the power of coercion via touch. That's how I've been describing it. She touches you and she can make you do whatever she wants. She is very fun-loving. She likes to have a good time. She's kind of wild. And she's very, very observant, which has been really fun to play. She sees everything, and there's a lot of mystery that goes with that. She doesn't always take the route that a lot of the other characters want to take, but that doesn't mean that her intentions aren't also good.
In The Boys, we're seeing a bunch of superheroes where they wound up. We see Homelander as the leader of the Seven. We follow people like the Deep and A-Train and Starlight as they kind of navigate their journey through this industry, this business, the world that they've created.
I can't stop. 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 I can't stop.
I asked him, I was like, how do you get the blood off? He's like, shaving cream and Dawn soap would be your best friend. And I was like, okay, so now it's for real. Shaving cream is the only thing that gets it off.
In this show, we aren't only following the Supes in terms of their journey about becoming Supes, we're following their journey in terms of how they're becoming people and how they're growing up and evolving and learning and creating relationships and destroying relationships, and really at a core, like figuring out what it means to be a hero. And the thing that I think I love so much about our show is that we don't actually really answer that question.